Have you ever wondered how the first billionaire came to be? It all began with the birth of John D. Rockefeller on a summer day, July 8, 1839, in a modest abode in Richford, New York. His family decided to move westward to Cleveland, Ohio, when Rockefeller was but a teenager, a move that would prove pivotal for his future. It was here, in the bustling city of Cleveland, that a 16-year-old Rockefeller landed his first job as a bookkeeper. This wasn't just any job for young John. It was the first thread in a tapestry of business prowess that would eventually cover the globe. He immersed himself in the world of numbers, honing his skills and shaping his acumen. His diligence and keen eye for detail were early signs of the magnate he was to become. Rockefeller, at a young age, had already begun showing signs of his future business prowess. Oil, black gold, the commodity that would catapult Rockefeller to the top. In the year 1863, as the American Civil War raged on, a different kind of battle was brewing in the industrial sector. A young John D. Rockefeller made a bold move. He invested in a Cleveland refinery, marking his entry into the burgeoning oil business. Just 7 years later, in 1870, the formation of Standard Oil marked a turning point. This was not just a company, it was a powerful entity that would soon dominate the American oil industry. But how did Standard Oil achieve this unprecedented level of control? The answer lies in the brilliant, if ruthless, strategies employed by Rockefeller. He was a master of the game, always 2 steps ahead of the competition. One such strategy was to buy out competitors, absorbing their businesses into his own. This not only eliminated competition, but also expanded his empire. But that's not all. Rockefeller also struck deals with railroad companies, securing significant discounts for his oil shipments. This ingenious move allowed Standard Oil to undercut the prices of its competitors, further solidifying its hold on the market. The result? Standard Oil's domination of the oil industry was complete, and Rockefeller's wealth was on a steep upward trajectory. Rockefeller's wealth was not just growing, it was exploding. The man was not just making money, he was creating an empire. His monopoly in the oil industry set him on an uphill financial trajectory, the likes of which the world had never seen before. His business acumen was second to none, his foresight unmatched. He knew that the future was in oil, and he took every opportunity to ensure that he was at the helm of this future. His wealth grew, multiplied, and proliferated at an astonishing rate, making him a figure of awe and admiration, of envy and inspiration. The peak of his wealth came in the year 1913. At this point, it was estimated to be around $900 million. To give you a perspective of the enormity of this figure, if we adjust it for inflation and economic changes, it would be equivalent to about $418 billion today. Yes, you heard it right, billion with a B. This was the year when he crossed the threshold from being a millionaire to a billionaire, a feat that no one had achieved before him. This was the year when Rockefeller redefined wealth, setting a benchmark for generations to come. This was the year when the world got its first billionaire. By 1913, Rockefeller was not just a millionaire, he was the world's first billionaire. Wealth is not just about accumulation, but also distribution. John D. Rockefeller, the first billionaire, embodied this philosophy by generously giving away more than half of his amassed fortune. His philanthropic endeavors were far from ordinary, setting a remarkable precedent for future billionaires. Let's talk about the tremendous impact of his generosity. Rockefeller's philanthropy was not limited to a single cause or sector. He funded the birth of significant institutions that continue to shape our world. The University of Chicago, a globally recognized academic powerhouse, owes its existence to Rockefeller's generosity. Similarly, Rockefeller University, a leading biomedical research center, was another beneficiary of his philanthropy. Rockefeller's donations also extended to public health, arts, and sciences, reinforcing his belief in the transformative power of education and research. His philanthropic legacy continues to inspire and guide the world's super-rich, shaping their attitudes and actions towards giving. Rockefeller's journey to wealth was not just about becoming the first billionaire, but also about setting a standard for philanthropy among the super-rich.